Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving deep into what might be the most pressure-packed directing job in Hollywood right now, the Russo brothers returning to the MCU to helm Avengers, Doomsday and Avengers, Secret Wars. After delivering what many consider the pinnacle of superhero cinema with Infinity War and Endgame, Joe and Anthony Russo are stepping back into the director's chair for Marvel's next two-part Avengers epic. But this time, the pressure is on a whole different level. Let's start by acknowledging the elephant in the room. Avengers Endgame was a cultural phenomenon unlike anything we've seen in modern blockbuster cinema. The film grossed nearly $2.8 billion worldwide, becoming the highest-grossing film of all time before Avatar reclaimed the title with its re-release. Beyond the financial success, Endgame represented the culmination of an unprecedented 22-film narrative arc spanning 11 years. The emotional impact of seeing Tony Stark's sacrifice, Captain America's worthy moment with Mjolnir, and Avengers Assemble play out on screen capped off what many considered a perfect conclusion to the Infinity Saga. The Russos faced enormous pressure then, but they had several advantages working in their favor: a roster of well-established characters audiences were deeply invested in, a villain in Thanos who had been built up for years, and a clear narrative endpoint they were working toward. None of those advantages exist for Doomsday and Secret Wars. In fact, they're facing an entirely new set of challenges. The Multiverse Saga has been, to put it mildly, a mixed bag compared to the Infinity Saga. While there have been standout hits like Spider-Man, No Way Home, and critical darlings like WandaVision, the overall narrative cohesion that defined the Infinity Saga has been largely absent. The Russos themselves have reportedly acknowledged this challenge, whereas Endgame had the benefit of years of audience investment in a single continuity. Doomsday and Secret Wars will need to make audiences care about multiple realities simultaneously. Add to this the fact that many of the MCU's most beloved original characters are gone or recast, and you begin to understand the monumental narrative challenge facing the Russo brothers. According to recent reports, the Russo brothers have expressed both excitement and trepidation about returning to the MCU for these films. Anthony Russo added, "With Infinity War and Endgame, we were working toward a conclusion. With Doomsday and Secret Wars, we're simultaneously concluding the Multiverse Saga while setting up whatever comes next. It's a different kind of storytelling challenge." The brothers have also reportedly addressed the pressure from fan expectations directly, acknowledging that no matter what they do, some fans will inevitably compare these new films unfavorably to Endgame. "You can't approach these films trying to recapture what worked before," Joe Russo apparently stated. "We have to find a new emotional core, new stakes that resonate with today's audience. That's the real challenge." Fan reactions to the Russos' return have been mixed, reflecting the broader uncertainty surrounding Phase 5 and 6 of the MCU. While many fans are thrilled to have the directors of Winter Soldier, Civil War, Infinity War, and Endgame back at the helm, others have expressed concern about several factors. First, there's the concern that the Russos might be returning out of obligation rather than passion. Their post-MCU projects like Cherry and The Gray Man received mixed reviews, potentially making the security of Marvel's success more appealing. Second, there's the fear that no matter how talented the directors are, the narrative foundations for these films aren't as strong as they were for Endgame. The perceived lack of cohesion in the Multiverse Saga has many fans worried. Finally, there's the lightning in a bottle concern that the cultural moment that made Endgame such a phenomenon simply can't be recreated, no matter who's directing. As one fan put it on Twitter, "No matter how good Doomsday and Secret Wars are, they'll never give me the feeling I had watching Cap pick up Mjolnir for the first time in a packed theater." Despite these challenges, there are reasons for optimism about the Russos' return. First, they've proven themselves adept at juggling massive ensemble casts and complex narratives. Captain America: Civil War successfully balanced 12 major superheroes while telling a focused, emotional story. Second, they understand character. Despite the spectacle of their Marvel films, the Russos have always anchored their stories in character development and emotional stakes. Third, they've earned the trust of Marvel Studios to execute their vision without excessive interference. Kevin Feige has reportedly given them substantial creative control over these projects. Most importantly, the Russos have demonstrated an ability to surprise audiences. Few predicted the bleak ending of Infinity War or the time heist approach of Endgame. If anyone can find a fresh approach to the multiverse concept that will resonate with audiences, it's likely them. As we look ahead to Avengers, Doomsday and Secret Wars, it's clear that the Russo brothers face a challenge unlike any in Hollywood history, following up what might be the biggest cinematic event of a generation with something equally impactful. The pressure is immense, the challenges are significant, and fan expectations are higher than ever. But if their track record has shown us anything, it's that Joe and Anthony Russo thrive under pressure and exceed expectations. Will Doomsday and Secret Wars reach the heights of Endgame? Perhaps not, but they don't need to. They just need to tell a compelling story that respects what came before while charting a bold new course for the MCU's future. What do you think? Can the Russos capture lightning in a bottle twice? Are fan fears justified? Let me know in the comments below. Until next time, thanks for watching.